Monday, March 6, 2023. Before I torque down the tensioners, I want to show you something. Here I have the old parts. This is the chain tensioner, the old one. These are the bolts or solenoids for its cam adjuster. These are the welders that they are sanding. They was waiting for me to start the video to start working. Yay! In any case, water pump in place, the cover here in place, lock down the damper pulley here with a pin. Alright, freely inside. Lifters camshafts in place, assembly grease also on the bridge. Fine, torque down. That's how it looks like from this side. That's how it looks like from this side. The bridge here with a guide and assembly grease also here up. Now, I haven't torqued down the tensioners just to show you that the cam adjusters are free. Okay. On the MO57 there are pins and there is marks on the cam adjusters, not on the MO77. The MO77 it's similar to the N63. Alright. So what I'm doing here, aus for exhaust, alright, in for intake. Clearly you have the intake here, the exhaust here, alright. Same thing from this side, aus, in, then you have the number like I showed you earlier, 09066 left, and you have the same number here, and then you compare again 09203. You come here 09203, right? Fine. So since you see that's everything nice, you can proceed. I'm gonna torque down the tensioners because, like I said, it's free floating currently. The cam adjusters, this is how it's supposed to be at the current stage. Sorry. Just let me torque it down, then I'm gonna continue. After torquing it down, I have to get this tool here to put it between the cam adjusters, securing it to be able to torque it down. And I'm not going, yeah, you see it fell down, no worries, later. I'm not torquing one at a time. I'm going first the first stage of torque here because Newton meters here and here, and then I'm coming back again to the bank one, and then I'm giving the degrees. How much the degrees? 45 degrees. The final stage. You're gonna see in a while. Wait. And then when you want to spin the engine to see that's okay and lock it again, you just remove this piece and this piece from each bank. You're spinning it, and then you see that's locking again on the same positions. Let's do that to finalize also the timing. And meanwhile, what I'm gonna do, I will gonna put the bolts and the tensioners in a nylon bag, on these bags, on each bag, in the box, outside, back to the owner. Classic. Torque wrenches. This is to be, because it has different torque settings, it's 18 Newton meters if I remember correct. I have to open the computer. So I'm not gonna go with the big one. The big one it's only to give the degrees, with the degree here, the degree wheel. Let's continue. Spinning twice the crankshaft, 720 degrees. Alright, you see that the pin it's in place freely. Alright, then I have removed obviously these forks. Alright, and I have double check again that it's locking again. It's locking, comes in place. So we have R0, R1 here as an example. You see that I did with one hand so fast. Nice. It comes in place where it's supposed to be. These things you don't have to pull it up, you don't have to slide it up or slide it down. You have to make it first like this backwards and then up, because there is an offset. I don't remember if I have mentioned that before, just saying. Alright, so the right way is you're putting it down there and then you're pushing it front. Oh, come on now. With one hand, what you're expecting? Yeah, I was expecting that. With two hands it's much easier because it has tight clearance here. Alright, so when you see that all of them are locking again, after the 720, you're happy. Now, let's secure this down before I open anything. I have to put the caps that comes here to hold the camshafts down. Same thing from this side, and then removing the timing tools. I have shown you that before. That for sure. That's not the first time. Yeah. Moving on. Next thing, covers. I was willing to make a video after installing the covers, but just now came something to my mind. You cannot spin the crankshaft or the camshafts based only on these brackets. These brackets are here just only to remove the timing tools and then insert the cover. So because we have these two covers here, it's not smart, it's not good, it's not right to start turning the crankshaft, or the camshaft itself without being the cover installed, alright, or the timing tools. This is just only to hold it in place. Fine. Same thing also for the M157. M278, M276, the V6, I think has the same caps, if I remember right. Fine. Let's move on. Timing tools out. Now, at this point, like I said earlier, do not spin camshaft or crankshaft or whatever. Do not touch it at all. The only thing what's allowed to do here, it's just to put the covers and torque it down to specs. On the sequencing, on the correct order to torque it down. You can spin it if you want, you're not gonna have a happy end, you're not gonna like the results, alright? Double checking that the guides are correct, the chain it's okay. I already checked actually this before I torque down the cam adjusters. Fine. Finish with the story here. Assembly grease on the cover, standing by the caps that goes behind. There are 3 or 2. I don't remember that. In any case, M177, yeah, alright. Yeah, there are 3. One difference from the M157 is that the exhaust camshaft cam adjuster here, the cam adjuster, you can place it either on the bank 2 or on the bank 1. And the same thing also for the intake. On the M157 you cannot do that. And another one difference is that it doesn't have the holder back to hold it to torque down the cam adjusters, because you have to place the cover and then you have to torque down the cam adjuster on the M157. On the M177 has the tool that's locking between the tool here up and the pin that's locking the jumper pulley. Now, sealant, covers, bolts, torque sequence, computer on. Let's start. Let's continue. I already degrease the surface here to don't have oil, to don't have assembly grease, to be nice and clean and dry. And same thing also on the cover. So we're looking good. Here, because it's like a thrust washer at this point, here in the front bridge, because you see none of the other journals, there is no, let us say, to don't have the axle movement, front and back, has only here. I'm putting assembly grease back here and front. It matters, alright, in all of them, not only on there. Enough. Moving. Now at this point you can spin the engine, there is no problem, it's fine. That's the amount of sealant. Alright, it's being torqued down. That's the time for the covers, here and here, cam position sensors, the oil filler neck, here, and thermostat with the water pump housing, and the breather for here up. Later on the high pressure pumps, the followers inside for the cam. Classic, nothing new, it's straightforward. Like I'm saying all the time. Should I upload this video? Then I'm gonna make another part later? Yeah, maybe, probably. Yeah, screw it. Let's upload it as this right now, and then later on I'm gonna show you when it's gonna be closed. And it's from now on it's a matter of following the torque specs, applying sealant, make sure that it's nice and clean the parts, and putting it on. Actually, this is how it is from the first place, when you have do your homework. When you have done your homework. Sorry, my English. Yeah. Now, that's the end for now. Later on, it's gonna be another video.